Good evening, students. How are you all? So, till now in this chapter statistics, we have done how to find the mean, mode and median by all the methods. Like in the mean, we have done 3-4 methods of solving mean by different methods and finding the mode and the median. In the last class, we have done the graphing way of finding the median. And that was known as a ogive. Less than curve and the greater than curve we have done. So today what we are going to do, we are going to do some applications of the frequency polygon, how that cumulative frequency polygon will help us to find the median of the given data. That is the aim for today, and then we will start the chapter construction. And I hope all of you have brought the compass and scale with you, as I have told you in the last class also. Okay, so let us start with the question. And first of all, what you have to do, you have to draw an ogive for that one and by the less than method. Then I will let you know how that ogive will help you to determine the frequency of that the median of that data. So suppose let us start with the question. The age is given like this and the number of person in the different age groups. This is the data given, age of the persons are given and the number of persons in the age group are given. So what we have to do, draw So we have to draw the cumulative frequency curve as well as the cumulative frequency polygon by the less than method. Now I hope you know that the cumulative frequency curve, after plotting the cumulative frequency, when we join them by a freehand curve, that is known as the cumulative frequency curve, and when we join those points with the help of a straight line, that becomes a cumulative frequency polygon. So first of all, we have to draw the that curve, and then we will see how we can use that curve in order to find the median of this data. So right now you can see the data is not continuous. So first of all, we have to make it continuous, and you know, to make the data continuous, what we have to do, first of all, we have to see the difference between the upper limit of a class and the lower limit of the next class. So you can see this is 9 over here and this is 10 over here. So the difference is of 1. So we take the half of the difference and we subtract it from the lower class and add to the upper class, and in this way we can convert it into continuous frequency, continuous interval. So let's do it. So 0.5 is the difference because the difference is of 1 and 1 divided by 2 is 0.5. So 0.5 we have to subtract and add in the lower and upper class respectively. So 0 minus 0.5, which will be minus 0.5, then it will become 9.5, and then 9.5 to 19.5, and then 29.5, So now we have converted the data in the form of the continuous class interval. Now let us write the frequency over here. So this is the class interval, the frequency is 5, 15, okay. Now since we have to draw the cumulative frequency curve by the less than method, so we will find the frequency, cumulative frequency and the corresponding value of the x. Now you know that in case of less than type, we have to take the upper limit of every class, like 9.5, 19.5, 29.5, the right hand side, the upper limit. So we will write like this: age less than. So less than, we will take the upper limit 9.5, 19.5, so now we have written all the values of less than. So with respect to 9.5, less than 9.5, less than 19.5 and so on. Now let us write the cumulative frequency. So you know less than 9.5 is all the values, the 5 students are there, 5 persons. Less than 19.5, so we have to add this 5 and 15, so that will be 20, then 20 plus 20 is 40, 40 plus 23 is 63, 63 plus 17 is 80, 80 plus 11 is 91, and 91 plus 9 is 100. So this is the way in which we have written till now. We have written the cumulative frequency. So half of the work is done. Now what we have to do, we have to draw an ogive. So if you want to draw an ogive, so we will take the case. I hope all of you are getting till now. Shillong, all of you are getting it? Okay, so let us draw the now, till now we have done. So let us draw the graph. So in the while drawing the graph, the x-axis and the y-axis. On the this y-x-axis, we will write this age, which is less than 9.5, 19.5, and so on. So we can write over here 9.5, 19.5. Good evening, Itanagar. How are you? Okay. After writing the x values on the x-axis, now what we will do on the y-axis, we have to write the cumulative frequency. So we can see the cumulative frequency is going from 5 to 100. So we can take a gap of 5, 5, or we can take a gap of 10, 10 also, like 10, 20. On the graph paper, when you will draw it, it will be neat and clean. So this is the cumulative frequency and this is the age. Now what we have to do, we have to plot the points. Now you know age less than 9.5, how many persons are there? 5. So 9.5 comma 5, that will be over here. Then 19.5, less than 19.5, we have 20%. So this will be over here. 29.5 we have 40, then we have 39.5 we have 63. So 63 will be somewhere over here. 49.5 is 80. 59.5 is 91 and 69.5 is 100. So these are the values. Now we know that we in the less than type we have to start from the x axis. The least point should be on the x axis. So we will take one imaginary interval, like we have the 9.5 to 19.5, the gap of 10. So we will go 10 points backwards also. So 9.5, before this one there must be negative 0.5. So negative 0.5 will be over here, and we will say that like before 0.5 there is no students, or you can say the frequency is 0. So we will join from here. So now if you are joining with a free hand, this will become a curve. If you are joining with the help of a scale line segment, that becomes a polygon. Like this we have joined. Now this is the ogive of less than type. So this is the thing which we have done so far, right, Itanagar? Okay. Now how we can use this one to find the median of this data? To get the median, we have to find n by 2. N by 2 means n is the total frequency and how many students are present. So you can see the total is 100. So n by 2 is 100 upon 2, which is equal to 50, right? So it means what we have to do on the y axis, on the cumulative frequency, we have to pick a point where the cumulative frequency is 50. So we can see 50 is over here. Now from this 50 we have to draw a line which is parallel to x axis and which will intersect this curve at some point. So let us say if we draw from 50, we have to draw a parallel line like this. So it is okay. You want to see the question? So this is the question. Say it quickly. The age is given in the form of class interval and the number of persons are given. So in the starting, what I have done, first convert into continuous class interval and then finding frequency of less than type. So can we proceed, Itanagar? Okay. So we were talking about how to find the median. So to get the median, first we have to find n by 2. N is the total frequency, which is 100. So 100 by 2 is 50. We have to locate the point 50 on the y axis on the cumulative frequency. So here is 50. Now what we have to do, from this 50 we have to draw a line, horizontal line or parallel to x axis up to this curve. At whatever it will intersect this curve at some point. Let's say it is intersecting over here. Now from that point we have to draw a line, vertical line, which will intersect the x axis at some point. So if we draw a vertical line like this, it is intersecting x axis at this point. So at whatever point this is intersecting the x axis, this point will be known as the median of the data. So right now I have drawn it with the free hand. So you can see that it is lying between 29.5 to 39.5 and somewhere close to 39.5, right? So, I guess it will be around approximately somewhere I can say 35 something. I am not sure because we are drawing, I am drawing with the help of freehand. You can draw it with the scale, and when you will measure it on the graph, you will get the exact value. Right now I can say it is somewhere 35. Are you getting this method? How to find the median? Just find the n by 2, plot it on the y axis. Where is n by 2? Draw a line parallel to x axis. It will intersect the curve at some point. From that point, draw a line vertically. Okay, can we proceed? Itanagar, any doubt in this question? Okay. So now, right now, all of you have the graph paper with you? Do you have graph paper right now? Okay then. So now I am giving you one question. So what you have to do, first of all, you have to find the median from the basic formula which you know, and then you have to find the median with the help of graph also, like this we have done, and you have to check whether the results are same or not. Okay, so try this question. If you don't have the graph sheets along, you can draw it in the paper, but make sure you are marking each and everything according to the scale. You have to draw neat and clean. So the question says, during the medical checkup of 35 students of a class, weights were recorded. So weight are given in the form of a less than, like less than how many it is in kg. So number of student weight less than 38, less than 40, less than 42, less than, the values are given. So basically you can see the less than 42, less than 44, these are nothing but the cumulative frequency. So first you have to find the median using the graph. You have to draw a less than ho jai, and then with the help of formula also you have to find the median, and you have to see how like verify the result. Are they same or they are different, or how much is the difference? That's it. Try this. Yes, Itanagar, your answer is exactly correct. So have you solved it with from the formula or from the graph? Okay, from the formula. Okay, that's great. Now draw the graph and see. Are you getting the same answer with the graph also, Itanagar, Shillong, Tamenglong? So shall we proceed? So if you are getting the same, because the answer for the median that is 46.5. So from the formula you can find the median which is 46.5. Good evening, Presidency College. How are you? Okay, so let us do this. So for the graph, it is very easy for you because already given the less than type, you just have to plot the values. Now, if you have to do it with the formula, how we will do it? We have to convert in the form of class interval. So when we will convert in the form of class interval, since you know the difference is of 2, 38, 40, 42. So one thing we can make sure that it should be class interval should be 36 to 38, then 38 to 40, 40 to 42, 42 to 44, 44 to 46, 46, 48, 48, 50, and 50 and 52. Now, since the number of students are given in the form of CF, so we can convert them into the frequency. So it says that less than 38 is 0, it means 36 to 38, the frequency is 0. Less than 40 is 3, so 38 to 40, that is exactly 3. Presidency College, now can you hear me? Rest of the centers, can you hear my voice properly? Itanagar, Shillong, Tamenglong. Okay, there must be some technical problem at Presidency College on your place. Otherwise, the voice is clear at all the other centers. So 38 to 40, that is 3. Now from 40 to 42, less than 42 is 5, 3 is already present over there. So we just, okay, Presidency College. So we just have to subtract 3 from 5, that will be 2. Then 40 to 44, we have to subtract 5 and 9. So 5 and difference of 5 and 9 is 4. Similarly, 9 and 14, we have to take the difference. Then 14 and 28, the difference. 28 to 32, which is 4, and 30 to 35, which is 3. So in the last, we are getting 3. So this is the frequency. And now we know the less than frequency, we already know, which is cumulative frequency 0, 3, 5, then 9, 14, 28, 32, 35. So we have to find the median class. So median class is given by n by 2. So n is 35. So 35 by 2 is 17.5. So we have to pick the cumulative frequency just greater than the 17.5. So, just greater than 17.5, we have the cumulative frequency is this one, 28. So, this will be our median class. So, now if this is the median class, so formula for median is L plus n by 2 minus Cf upon f into h. L is the lower limit of the median class, which is 46. N by 2 is half of the total frequency, which is 17.5. This Cf is the cumulative frequency just above the median class, which is 14. Frequency of median class is 14, and the class width 46 to 48, this is of 2. So, we can simplify this one. 17.5 minus 14 is 3.5 divided by 14 into 2. So, that would become 270 times, and this will be 0.5. So, 46.5 is the exact answer for the median. And from the graph also, when we will draw the graph of less than type, that will also give you the median exactly. Now, one thing, there is one more method. Suppose if we draw the same less than and more than on the same graph paper, how we can figure out the median? Like the less than cumulative frequency less than and more than, if we draw like let us say so, any doubt till now? The 46.5 we got the median, from the graph also we will got it. Any difficulty in the formula part? Any difficulty in the formula part? Presidency, Itanagar, Shillong, Tamenglong. Okay. So, if you do not have any doubt, now let us see what happen if we draw the less than type and the more than type on the same graph, and how we can figure out the median from that one. So, let us do the same question. So, we have drawn till here. Let us write it again. 36 to 38, the class interval is given. So, 36 to 38. And the frequency is also given. Okay, so this is that. Now, if we draw the less than type and the more than type on the same graph paper. So, first of all, let us see the less than type. So, less than, when we do the less than, so that is already given, less than 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, and this was already given in the question, and let us write the frequency of that one. That will be 0, 3, in the same table. Let us write the more than. This was the data given. Now, you know, when we write the more than type, we have to take the lower limit. So, more than we will write. So, here instead of this 36 to 38, upper limit is 38, lower limit is 36. So, we will take more than. So, more than 36 we have more than 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48 and 50. So, now, more than 36 we have to, you know, we will add all the values. So, So, more than 36 is nothing but all the values which is 35. Then more than 38, this is also 35 because it is 0 over there. More than 40, we will subtract once. So, more than 40, it will be 35 minus 3, which is 32. Then more than 42, we will subtract that 2 also. So, that will be 30. Then more than 42, we will subtract 2 again, we will subtract 4 again. And then more than 46, subtract this 5. Then more than 48, subtract this 14, and more than 50, subtract this 4, that would be 3. So, these are the values which we have done, the cumulative frequency of more than type. Now, what we have to do on the same graph paper, we have to draw the less than type and the more than type simultaneously, and let us see what happens. So, you can say that the values which we have to take are on the x values, we have to take all the values 38, 36, 38, 40, 42 and so on. So, if you draw the graph paper, so on the x we have to write the values. So, it will be 36, you can draw a kink over here, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50 and 52. On the y axis, we will write all the cumulative frequency. So, you can see the cumulative frequency which we have both of them, the maximum is of 35. So, we can take a difference of 5, that will work, that you can decide according to the values like 5, 10, so this is the cumulative frequency. Now, let us, if we draw the graph of less than type, so less than 38, which is 0. So, on 38 we have the value 0, then 3, 5, 9, 14, then we have this is 0, then we have 3, then we have 5, 9 and 14, less than 46 it is 14. After that 28, 32 and 55. So, 28 will be somewhere over here, 32 will be somewhere over here, and less than 52, which is 35. So, this is the graph of the less than type. So, if we join them, so this is less than ogive. Now, what we have to do? We have to draw the greater than ogive. So, we know in greater than we have to take the values more than 36 we have 35, and more than 38 also we have 35. So, more than 36 we have 35, 38 also it is 35 because there is no percent between 36 to 38. Then 32, 30, 26, then 32, then we have 30, then we have 26. So, more than 44 we have 26, then 21, 7 and 3. So, more than 46 we have 21, and then we have more than 48 we have 7, and more than 50 we have 3. And we know then more than 52 there will be no people given over here. So, more than 52 will be 0. So, we can take it up to here. Now, we will join it. Like this we have joined. So, this is the more than type, more than ogive. Now, our work is done over here. Now, at whatever point it is intersecting, you can see that they are intersecting at this point. Whatever is the point of intersection of these two graphs, draw a perpendicular from that point to the x-axis. So, if we draw a perpendicular from this intersection point to the x-axis, at whatever point it will intersect the x-axis, that point will give us the value of the median. So, you can see, since I have drawn a freehand curve with my free hand, not with the help of exact scale, you can see it is somewhere between, because this is 46 and 48, 47 will be over here. So, it is exactly somewhere approximately you can say 46.5, because we know the exact value. So, this is 46.5 over here. So, this point will be the median, therefore, median is 46.5. All of you are getting this method? Itanagar, Residency, Shillong, Tamenglong. Are you getting? It is a very easy thing. We have to draw to the graph, and the point of intersection will give us the median. Is this clear till now? Give your responses. Residency, are you drawing on the graph paper or like on the rough sheet? Okay, so if this is clear to you now, so this was the end of this chapter. So let me summarize what we have done so far in this chapter. What are the subtopics we have covered? So the summary of this chapter is that first we have done how to find the mean. The different way of finding the mean is direct method, step deviation, and deviation method. Second one, we have done the median, either continuous or non-continuous graph, or when the discrete data is given. In this case also, in the case of mean also. Third, we have done mode, again the same thing, continuous, non-continuous, or of the discrete data. After that, we have done cumulative frequency, polygon, the less than or more than ogive, right. After this, in the last, what we have done today, that is the application of ogive to find median. So these are the subtopics of this chapter which we have covered so far. So if you have any doubt, just let me know. Okay, so you don't have any doubt so far. Discrete means, Itanagar, the thing like when the values are not given in the form of class interval, the exact values are given. That is known as the discrete data. Okay, so this is the completion of this chapter, statistics. Now only one chapter is left, which is the construction. We'll take a quick break, and after the break, we will start with the topic construction. It's an easy topic, and I hope in the 9th class you have done the construction in which you have learned how to draw the angles, different angles. We will start from the scratch again. I will make you learn how to draw the angles because we are going to use it over here. Okay, so we'll continue after the break, the next chapter. Itanagar, revision of which chapter? Yeah, we will do, because the construction, since we are doing the graph also, the construction is a very small topic. It will hardly take one class, and then we will start the revision. Then we don't have any other new chapter, we will start the revision. Right, Itanagar? Is this clear? So we will start the revision after the completion of this construction chapter. Okay. So you can also practice on your own once our syllabus is finished. Then you have the full independency of whatever chapter you want to revise at your home also. Okay. So we'll meet after the break. Okay, welcome back students. So now only one chapter is left in our syllabus, which is construction. So in this 10th class, in the construction, what we are having, how to draw similar triangles, and second one, how to draw tangents to a circle. These are the majorly two things we have to cover in this chapter. There are many subparts of this first type, like how to draw the similar triangle. There are many subparts of that one. Similarly, the tangents, how to draw the tangent to a circle. There are many subparts of that one. So these are the major topics in this chapter. Before starting this chapter, in the 9th class, you must have studied, as I hope, how to draw angles with compass. Like with the help of compass, before starting, the pre-requirement of this chapter is that you should know how to draw 15 degree, 30 degree, 45, or you can say the multiple of 15, you can see 75, then 90, then 105, and so on up to 180 degree. This is the pre-requirement that you should know this thing. Second thing, the requirement is that you should know how to bisect an angle. Third thing, to draw perpendicular bisector of a line. And the fourth thing, to draw a line parallel to given line. These are the things, the pre-requirement which you should know before starting this chapter. So my question to all of you is that how many of you are well versed with these four things? Like you know each and everything in these 4 points. Draw any angle of multiple of 15, how to bisect the angle, how to draw the perpendicular bisector of a line, and how to draw a line parallel to the given line. How many of you have no doubt in these? Itanagar, 5 students are present. Out of 5, see, we will start from the basic. That's not an issue. But I just want to know that how many of you already know these things. Okay, Shillong has no doubt. Itanagar, Presidency College, Tamenglong, what about you? Okay. Itanagar, what about you? Give your response. So a quick revision, draw, all of you, draw 75 degree and 105 degree. Draw 75 degree and 105 degree in your sheets right now with the help of compass. All of you draw this. Not together, because when you will, if you draw it together, it will be a mess. Draw it on the separate. separately. Shillong, why you didn't bring the compass? I told you that we need compass or everything in the geometry box. Compass, scale, pencil, rubber, sharpener, everything. Okay, so what we can do now, because without compass you can't draw this. If you can manage, then do it. Otherwise, now just see how we are drawing this, and then from the next class. Not an issue if you have not brought, but make sure you bring it in the next class. Right now, you can observe like how we are doing the things. Okay, Itanagar, those who have bought the compass, start drawing these two angles on the separate diagram, and when you are done, just let me know. Then I will draw it, and then you can cross check whether you have drawn it correctly or not. Itanagar, done? Okay. So now I am drawing it step by step. So those who haven't drawn, just observe it. Those who have drawn, you can check. So first step, suppose I am drawing a 75 degree. Now you should know that one thing is clear, very clear, that if you write 15, 30, 45, then this is 60 degree, 75, 90, 105, 120. I am writing all these values because there is a logic behind it. All the multiple of 15 I am writing. Now all of you know how to draw 60 degree angle, 120 degree angle, that's it. Now you know the angle bisector also, with all the markings and the arc. Yeah. Okay, Shillong, you did with free hand. Okay, that's not an issue. Make sure after going home, you should draw it with the compass. So suppose we are drawing 75 degree. Now see, 75 degree lies between which two angles? So it is equidistant from 60 and 90. So to get 75, you can bisect 60 and 90, you will get 75, or you can bisect 45 and 105, since it is equidistant from 45 as well as 105, or you can bisect 30 and 120. So all will give you the 75 degree angle, but the easiest one is you can bisect 60 degree angle and 90 degree angle, then you will get the angle 75 because it is lying exactly between 60 and 90 degree. So what I will do, first line, let's say AB. On that point A, I have to draw 75 degree. So from this A, with the help of suitable radius, keeping A as center, I will draw an arc like this. Let this point is C. Now with the same radius, by taking C as the center, we will draw another arc like this. Now let us say this point is D. Now with this point D, by taking D as the center, we will draw another arc like this, which is E, and with the help of D and E, keeping the same radius, by taking D as the center, we will draw arc over here, and by taking E as the center, we will draw an arc over here. So you know that the way in which I am drawing, I am going to draw the 90 degree. Now you will join it. So this point. Now what you can do is, since we don't want 90 degree in our answer, so you will draw it with the dashed line like this, because we don't want exactly 90 degree in our answer. We are taking help of this 90 degree. So at whatever point it is intersecting, let's say this point is F. So this point is of 90 degree and the D point is of 60 degree. Now we have to bisect D and F, because D point is indicating the 60 degree angle, F is indicating the 90 degree angle. So I want to bisect D and F. How to bisect an angle? We have to open our compass more than half of the length of FD. So whatever is the length of FD, open your compass more than half of the length. So after opening more than half of the length of FD, take D as the center and draw an arc over here, because it will lie somewhere between F and D. So draw an arc over here by taking D as the center, and with same radius, take F as center and intersect it like this, the previous arc. At whatever point it is intersecting, let's say name this one as G. Now draw a line from A to G. This line will be your angle 75 degree. All of you are getting it? Is this clear to all of you? So angle GAB, the measure of angle GAB is 75 degree, right? Second thing, we want to draw 105 also. Now in order to draw 105, let us see, 105 is lying between which two angles, which we can draw easily. So you can see over here, This is 105 and 105 is lying exactly between this 90 and 120 or 75 and 135 also, but if you take 75 and 135, you have to draw 135 separately for that. So, it will be easy if we bisect the angle 90 and 120 to get 105. So, 90 degree is already over here, the point F, and 120 degree is already point E. So, we just have to bisect E and F. So, now you know that 105 will lie somewhere between E and F. So, what you have to do, again open your compass more than half of the length of EF and then take F as center and draw an arc somewhere between E and F like this by taking F as the center. Similarly, with the same radius, take E as the center and cut this previous arc. So, let us say they are intersecting at point H. Now, just join this thing. So, join A to H. So, this angle HAB, that will be equal to exactly 105 degree. I have drawn it in the same diagram, but you can draw it in the separate diagrams. Is this clear to all of you? How to draw 75 degree, 105 degree, and how to bisect the angle also we have bisected. We just have to open at whatever point the angle is lying between. Like suppose if I this is a random angle is given, I want to bisect this angle. So, what I will do, by taking A as the center, draw any arc of suitable radius. So, let us say by taking A as the center, I have drawn an arc like this, and let us say these 2 points are B and C. Now, what I will do, the B and C I want to bisect, I will open my compass more than half of the length of BC, whatever is the, just randomly open the compass more than half of the length of BC, take B as center and cut an arc like this, take C as the center and draw an arc which will cut the previous arc, and then join this thing. So, this line will be the angle bisector. Let us say this is D and this is E. So, angle DAE is half of angle FAE. This is known as the angle bisector. All of you are getting it? How to draw the angle bisector and how to draw the angle this 75 and 105 degree. 90 degree, you also know how to draw the 90 degree. Any difficulty in this one, all of you? I'll give your responses. Okay, clear. Okay. So, now this is not the part of the 10th class, this is the part of the 9th class. I will just give you a revision of what we have to use. Now, what we have to do, make sure each and every student should bring the complete geometry box in the next class, because without the compass you can't do any question in this chapter, right. So, make sure you bring the geometry box. And second thing, the homework, all of you, whether you know it or not, you have to draw all the angles from 15 degree to 180 degree, all the multiples of 15. Now, it depends on you whether you want to draw it in the same diagram or in the different diagrams, or make sure it should be neat and clean. Like you can draw 3 angles in one diagram, 3 angles in another diagram, like that. Second thing, you have to draw the angle bisector, perpendicular bisector, and then you have to draw a line parallel to the given line. These are the 4 things which you have to complete as a homework before coming to the next class, because these are the pre-requirement, because while doing the questions we will directly use these concepts like how we can draw. So, if you already know these things, it will be easy for you to understand the next thing. So, make sure you complete these work before the next class, and if still you have any doubt in these one, so you can ask me in the next class, because before starting the new questions we can go through these topics, but make sure you do it on your own before next class. Is this clear to all of you? Itanagar, Presidency, Shillong, Tamenglong. Is this clear? Okay, that's great. So we will meet in the next class and then we will complete this chapter, right? And make sure bring the geometry box, entire geometry box. Okay then, bye.